Hello, how are you today? And I would like to welcome you to my channel. If you are new, I welcome you. And if you are returning, well, I welcome you as well. I hope that today you are creating an extremely awesome, positive, and relaxing day. What does that look and feel like to you? How did you breathe into that today? What did that feel like when you woke up this morning? Did you remember to be grateful for all of the many things that we have to be grateful for? Did you remember to just breathe in the breath of life that we have been given today as a gift? Did you remember to do those things? And if you didn't, just remember that we can do that anytime throughout the day. We can always be able to raise our vibrations by just being grateful. Grateful. Well, today what I wanted to talk to you about was setting boundaries. And what does that look like, setting boundaries? See, for a lot of us, what we enjoy doing is showing up and taking care of others. How do you do that for yourself? Are you doing that for yourself? Are you saving anything for yourself? Or is this just something that we are giving to others? So at the end, when it's your turn and you are looking to give yourself something, when you've exhausted yourself throughout the day, or when you wake up looking to be revised, have you saved anything for yourself? So setting boundaries. Setting boundaries is where we learn how to say yes and when to say no. Intuitively, not out of a sense of mere obligation, because a sense of obligation, that changes it. It changes the way we show up, it changes how we feel, may even change the way that we do whatever it is that we are looking to do within that time frame, right? So, because I am a person who says yes, I said yes. Do you need, is there a, I said yes. I said yes because I can show up. And so that's what I did. I would say yes. So when I was going through my ascension, I had to learn how to say yes to Sophia, how to say yes to me, how to show up for me, and not at the end of whatever it is that I just decided to do, not feeling expended, not feeling as if there's nothing left for me, not feeling as if, well, what do I do now? Where do I go? I just need to sit down. I just need to regroup. Because when you show up and you say yes, we now want to make sure that we are doing it intuitively. We're not doing it out of a sense of obligation. We are doing it because this is something that we know Source Creator has says, move now, turn left now, say yes now, whatever that may look like. So setting boundaries. We often may believe that when we say yes to ourselves, it means that we're saying no to another. Is that what that means? That we're saying no to another? We're saying no to another, but not out of hurt or harm. We're saying no to another out of saying yes to ourselves. And that part is okay. So when it is something that is being asked of you, no matter what that looks like, no matter what that feels like, I encourage you to breathe into it. Breathe into it. And see, how does it feel on you? Does it make you anxious? Does it excite you? Does it give you pause? How does it feel within your body? See, when we are then being able to connect with our bodies and being able to connect with Source and being able to connect with ourselves, coming from a 0-point consciousness, then we're able to understand what the answer should be. Right? Should it be yes right now, or should it be something different? We'll be able to feel right through that immediately. right? And not question it. Because when we are taking intuitive action, there's no need to question it, because we absolutely understand that whatever it is that we are being asked to do, it is something that is for us, it's for our greater good, because everything is happening for us, not to us. Everything is happening for us, not to us, whether or not we're able to recognize it within that moment. So the next time someone asks you something, can you, will you, are you able to, before you just give a resounding yes and go out of a sense of obligation and do it out of a sense of, oh, but if I don't, who will? Or they may think this or they may think that. What do you think? How do you feel? How does that make you feel? How does your body respond to that? Does your body say, yes, this is absolutely something that is for me? Or does your body say something else? Does your body say, I'm not going to be able to do that? Because when we show up intuitively and we are able to set boundaries by teaching people how to treat us, right? Because people only treat you the way you allow them to. People only treat you the way that you show up. So when we teach people how to treat us, if there is something that is happening that is outside of something that makes us feel in our greatest good, makes us feel as if we're showing up as our greatest self and as our centered, most balanced self, these things are the things that we breathe through, right? So today and every day, I encourage you to learn how to set boundaries and how to teach people how to treat you. So if there is something that is happening within your surroundings where, well, why do they always ask me to do that? Why do they speak to me like that? Why do they? You've given them permission. You've told them that it was okay. You haven't set boundaries. You haven't showed them why it isn't okay. You haven't showed them how it is that you want to be seen. You would like to be treated. And so the next time that you're in a situation where you are showing up in a way that doesn't create the results, that doesn't garner the results that you're looking for, don't check the other person. Don't check them by what they said and how they said it. We're going to self-check first, right? We're going to self-check first. We're going to breathe into that. And what we're going to do is we're going to see, did we give them permission to treat us that way? Is there something that we said that allowed them to believe that that was okay? Is there something that you said or did, verbally or non-verbally, that allowed them to believe that that was okay to treat you like that? And don't you worry, don't you fret, because if there is something that you did, guess what? It is always the right time to make a better decision. So if there is something that you did, if there is something that you have said, if there is some type of action or reaction that you have shown that allowed that, in this moment, I grant you permission to show up differently. I grant you permission to breathe in that thing and now come from a space of balance and be able to share with another how it is that you would like to be treated. We always have a new moment and a new opportunity to grow. Right? The person that you were last week, the person that you were last year, the person that you were an hour ago. If there is something that has allowed you the ability to grow, if there is something that has allowed you the ability to show up as your greater self just a little bit more, in every moment that these things occur, it is always the right time to incorporate them into who you are. We're going to set boundaries. You are that important that you deserve to set boundaries in your actions, in your speech, and by how we show up for others. So at the end, when it is us saying yes, when it is us receiving whatever that may be, we know that it is coming from our highest and greatest good and from our balanced state within that. So today and every day, what I encourage you to do is to create the change that you wish to see in the world and show up as that. Because the world needs you. The world needs your voice. And there's nobody else in this world that can do what you came here to do. There's nobody else that is created that is able to give the messages that you do and to contribute to this incarnation in the way that you are. Only you can do that. And so every day we become our greatest selves. So, namaste.